baseball fans, the game is over. Welcome to the Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show. Bet above the rest, only at the Potawatomi Sportsbook, Milwaukee. After the last pitch, you've made the switch for 21 seasons. We'll hear from the manager, the players, and the highlights from the game. It's time to talk about the game and the team with Tim Allen and Tommy Wortz on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network.
It is a final from D.C., and the results again are good. Welcome in, everybody. It's the Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show right here in the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios. Tim Allen, Tommy Wortz, in a 4-1 win. That's 3 wins in a row. That's 2 in a row on the payback series. In order to, what did we talk about last night? In order to pay him back with a sweep, he actually had to win game 1.
Tim, right. I'm getting excited about Kyle Harrison. I'm getting excited.
Big time
excited. I think he's big time. That's where I'm ready to go with him right now.
Is he for real? Is Kyle Harrison for real? And for real, I mean, that is up to a definition of what you think real is, but it looks like it. It does look like it. Now, is he elite? Ooh, I don't know. Maybe not quite yet, but really good.
Okay, here, I'll ask you a question. Kyle Harrison or Quinn Priester last year starting a playoff game?
Horse apiece.
I
mean, Quinn was dynamite last year.
He was. Oh, yeah,
he was.
Yeah, I think I was very happy that he got game 2. Or actually, they didn't even wait. They gave him game 3, right? Last year, yeah. Quinn kind of screwed him on that. I think as of what I've seen of Kyle Harrison right now, I can see shades of why he would be more apt to start a playoff game than Quinn Priester was last year even.
Well, and you saw signs today. He scattered 7 hits and a walk. All right, that's a lot of base runners for just putting up 1 run. Well, the key there is working around that. As he just worked, he didn't flinch. He didn't, he stayed in control. It didn't snowball on him. Kept his poise in there. It's just a dynamite performance out of Kyle Harrison in a 4-1 win. I loved that deal. And again, I don't wish any ill will on Caleb Durbin, but we're going to track this as we all do on trades. We're always going to track these trades. But Durbin, Monasterio, and Siegler. Are you kidding me for this cap?
Let me double check here because I mean, there's no way Caleb Durbin is doing anything that is Caleb Durbin even putting up better numbers than David Hamilton right now? I don't even think he is.
I would say they're comparable at best.
171 average right now.
Yeah.
1 homer during that for Caleb Durbin. He has 105 at bats.
So that's quite a bit. Yeah, it is. I mean, Kyle Harrison was outstanding. 6 solid innings, just 1 run. It was earned on 7 hits, a walk, and 5 strikeouts. Didn't quite have the swing and miss he had in his last start, in which he went 6 shutout with 12 strikeouts. But again, when you don't have your best stuff and you can Kyle Harrison your way through an outing like this beautiful. 93 pitches. So he's showing also the durability to go up on pitch count. I want to get your reaction here after this big win. This had a little bit of a playoff feel for me. It did. This was one of those games. Plus, I'll be honest, I want this sweep here for the payback. That's just, a Brewer fan through and through here, and just that sort of thing. It gets to me a little bit. Get them back. And I'll go. We have all sorts of things. Jam-packed show. We're here for a couple hours. Pipe Bomb's going to be piping in here in a little while. But did you see the lineup? I was listening to your leadoff show today, Tommy, and for folks that are tracking with us, play your best hitters. How about Garrett Mitchell, Sal Frelick, and Jake Bowers starting against a left-hander?
Yeah, they had 4 lefties in the lineup today. Turang obviously not going to be on any sort of platoon situation, but it really didn't go in their favor all that well. Bowers did draw a walk today. However, he was 0 for 4 at the plate.
Turang, a hit and 2 walks.
I mean, Sal Frelick got a hit and Garrett Mitchell got a hit, right? I mean, is that better than seeing what Greg Jones and Blake Perkins do? Probably.
That's the thing. Yeah. Yes, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Whether it's early in the game or late in the game, it doesn't matter to me. Play your best hitters for now. He did that today. I wonder why, Tommy. I wonder why this
maybe
just
he listens.
popped up.
Maybe he listens to the show. Maybe maybe after the last pitch, Pat Murphy makes the switch over to the
he's been known to.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Maybe he's a texter. Maybe he's one of the trolls on the text line.
Could be.
That would be awesome.
Could be posting on Facebook or something.
Right.
Some critical natured stuff. But want to get your reaction. Nicolay Law talking text line 414-677-1250 as we have plenty of time to talk Brewers baseball here on a Saturday night. Another bonus here today, Trevor McGill, 6th consecutive outing without an earned run.
Now I got a question for you, Tim. Looking down the line again on this, is Trevor McGill going to work his way back into those leverage roles with this Brewers team, and he won't be, because he came out in the 8th today, right? That was Trevor McGill's inning.
8th inning in a 3-run ball game.
Yeah, that's a hold, right? That's a Uribe situation. I think that there is something to be said about Trevor McGill able to bounce back during this time. His ERA now for the team down to 6, which I think it's gone down 8 points since that last outing, right, where he gave up runs. And you remember, it's a little bit of redemption for Trevor McGill today against the Washington Nationals, because that's when the wheels really fell off when he was on the mound this season. Those are the 3 bunts in a row, the error that he threw that was rock bottom. Was that the Boo game?
I believe so.
Yeah, that was the Boo game. That we had a whole discussion about that with Pipe Bomb, I think, last time out here, and Trevor McGill was able to redeem himself.
If you go back to that series that Tommy's referring to right there, that was a sweep by the Nationals at American Family Field. 7-3, the Brewers lost in game 1. Bowers hit a 3-run home run in the first inning. That was the opener with Ashby, 2 runs allowed in the first, you may recall.
Yes.
Brewers had the lead in the 7th inning. Serpa gave up a homer to tie it, and that was the messy McGill game, the Boo game. 3 bunts, booing, throwing air. Game 2 in that series, it was a 3-1 loss. That was the infamous Gary Sanchez, Kyle Harrison play at first base. So if you go back to game 2 of that series, Harrison pitched into the 6th in that game and allowed just 2 runs. And then they got swept, losing streak at 6 at that point after that sweep. So now they have bounced back a couple of weeks later to take care of this, sort of 2/3 of the payback, and they get a win today, 4-1. In large part in the first inning, Tommy, they got a little help. Now, I will admit they did get help, but they did do some woodpecker action. A Brewer-like inning in that first inning. After 2 out, nobody on, Contreras with a base hit. To that point, he was 9 for his last 10.
Yeah, he's a stud, man.
Wow.
He's so good. Is he the best catcher in baseball, Tim?
I said it before. If you beef up the power numbers just a little bit and guys get on in front of him, he's got the wherewithal for a triple crown, a close call for a triple crown. He does. But I don't know if the home run is quite there. He can't rank, I think, with those big boys at, the 45, 46 to 50 homers. I don't think Contreras can do that. But yeah, I think all around, one of, if not the best catcher in the National League. And a lot of that is, we're getting talked to by Pat Murphy about that.
Wow, the race just finished here too, Tim, as well.
Okay, Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, I got you on the unofficial winner whenever we want it.
Now, I don't know who won, but my guy was
Commandment.
Or Commandment?
Yeah. Do you want me to tell you who won? Because it wasn't Commandment.
No. Dang it.
That's all I got.
The girlfriend had Great White, a long shot.
No. Golden Tempo, the winner of the 152nd Kentucky Derby right here.
Okay.
We'll see if I get the call on the other side here after we go through. But
yeah, we usually do that just about every year.
Wow.
Over the years.
First female trainer to win the Kentucky Derby, actually.
Okay.
That's another one here as well. So that's pretty cool.
All right. So now we can focus on Brewers baseball. In that first inning, after that Contreras base hit, you got a walk by Sanchez. Bowers would get on, and there's now bases loaded, 2 out. And Rengifo put the ball in play.
And a ground ball to third. It eats up House, and they have no play. The Brewers will get on the board in the first inning on an error by Brady House.
Sorry to hear that, Brady. I mean, that's just too bad.
Yeah.
So you never know what's going to happen. Now, it's been a habit for this Brewer squad. I think, mainly under Murphy. I didn't notice it as much under Counsell, and that is when the opposition makes a mistake. Doesn't it seem under Murphy that they seemingly make them pay a lot?
They capitalize. They
do.
They absolutely do. And that was what we watched all last season with Brewers baseball, where it was the Woodpeckers were just pecking away, right?
Yep.
And keeping that pressure and force decisions, force mistakes with the pressure, right? And then when we had that rough stretch of 6 in a row, you could just tell there was no pressure on the other team when they were playing Brewers against the Brewers.
Whether it was the running game or whether it was 2 strike hits, whether it was 2 out runs,
right? Just
all
long.
Of those things.
You brought up just in the at bat before Rengifo, Tim. Like Jake Bauers has a full count every time he's up at the plate. It is just max stress for me watching it every time, because it is always a full count. It feels like he gets 1 or 2 of them a game. He fights pitches off. Sal does a great job of that always when he's at the plate, just being pesky, and they wear him down, right? That's Sal's line at the beginning of the year of drag him to hell, right?
That's right.
When talking about that, that's the mantra and the mindset that the Brewers played with all last season, and the first inning of a big example of it too today.
E5 opened the door to this. Breckenridge, Brandon Lockridge up there, he's got 2 strikes, 2 outs, couple of men aboard, and he comes through.
And a ground ball through the left side, a base hit. 1 runs in. Bowers will score. It's a 3-run first inning for Milwaukee.
Did you hear the Boo Birds there?
Yeah, I mean the 17 of them at Nats Park. Is that what we're talking about?
Well, the crowd gets into our guy in a little bit. More on that. Just stick around. So it's 3-zip. Love first inning runs. Love them. Set the tone. 3-zip. Again, this is my payback series. This is the way I'm looking at it. Griffin, 35 pitches in that first inning. Harrison would make it stand with a shutdown inning. However, what did you think of Gary Sanchez with an ABS challenge? Like 2 pitches in, 3 pitches in?
The Brewers might stink at ABS challenges, Tim.
Gary might stink at ABS challenges.
Garrett Mitchell had a bad one today, too,
and
man.
I think that one came in the 3rd inning.
Yeah.
They were out of challenges after 3 innings.
Yeah, and it feels like I know they did that in the Detroit series, I think, too, and there might be one I'm missing before then. What was the latest one with Greg Jones where he just, did that? Was that the Arizona series?
Yeah.
So
just a few days ago.
They might just stink. They might just stink as a team in the ABS challenge market.
Let Contreras handle that.
Yeah.
Just let him handle that.
Your batting average needs to be above 240 for you to do it. That should be
the rule.
Yeah. You got, if you're ABS challenging, anytime hitting under 240, no, that's you.
I think I'll text Murph that.
Yeah.
Murphy, what do you think about this rule? Your on-base percentage and batting average needs to be here, or you're disallowed to challenge.
I love it. I love that. Yeah, that's exactly what should happen.
All right, so the Brewers are up 3-zip, and the bottom leadoff infield single, 1 of 4 in the game. So for the Nationals, there was a hit total there, 8 or 9 hits. 9 or so hits for the Nationals, but 4 of those infield singles. But he reached on another challenge, pop-up, inning-ending double play, and it was 3-zip into the second inning. Brewers, a 2-out walk by Turang in the second. See, lefty. Mitchell lost the challenge. That was the second inning. Then Mitchell loses the challenge. They were out at that point.
Yeah, you can't let it happen that quick. I'm sorry. No. You just cannot.
So Harrison allows the leadoff man on with a walk in the bottom of the second inning, worked around it, 3-zip into the third inning, stayed there through 3. Brewers went in order. Harrison bottom half of the third, another infield single to lead off the third inning, dominated, double play and a strikeout into the fourth as it's 3-zip. Quick scoreless inning for the Brewers offense in that fourth. Lockridge reached on error, first pitch bunt Frelick. He screwed all of that up because, I mean, you got a runner on. So they pinch the lead runner at second base, then an inning-ending double play. And you get the leadoff man on, and 5 pitches later, you're out of it. So that was all on Sal right there. It was 3-zip. And again, this is playoff proportion for me. That's the way I was into this game. Leadoff man on again for the 4th consecutive inning off Harrison. This time a double. 3 pitches, takes care of Brady House. Abrams then would make him pay. 0-2 RBI base hit. Kyle, come on. Big strikeout to Young and another strikeout to Lyle to end that frame. Just the 1 run. Minimize that damage there. 3-1 into the 5th. Just over 60 pitches for Harrison. Base runners for the Crew in the 5th. Inflection point right here. Let's see here. Leadoff base hit for Garrett Mitchell. Lefty, I might add. Turang, lefty, a walk right there. Just saying, Mr. Murphy. 2 on, nobody out for Contreras. And what did we talk about with Contreras?
Oh, yeah, he just wants the moment done.
Swing on the first pitch, foul ball. Swing on the second pitch, foul ball. 2 pitches later, struck out for the first out. Sanchez would then strike out, and then a ground out by Bowers. Wow, that to me could have been the biggest tipping point in this ball game. All right, another inflection point in the bottom of the 5th inning off Harrison. Leadoff man not on for the first time in the game. With 2 outs, an infield single for the Nats, the 3rd to that point. Nice play by Rengifo to almost get him. Then a soft flare single, 2 on, 2 out. And this 5th inning had been, really twisting my guts, top and bottom here, as Harrison was up over 80 pitches. Ground ball got him out of it. Game into the 6th inning with the Brewers up. It was 3-1. Brewers in order in the 6th. I'm not sure how they left Foster Griffin off the hook, how they let him off the hook. Tommy, I don't get it. He had 35 pitches in that first inning, and this lefty just shut him down, and he made it through 6.
Well, he had a good outing last time around, too, against the Brewers, in which he only gave up the 1 hit in 5 1/3. So it doesn't surprise me. He's had a very good year, Tim.
Really good.
And he shouldn't have gave up any runs in this game.
I think they were all unearned.
Yeah, I mean, the Rengifo error happened with 2 outs.
Yep, all unearned. So the bottom of the 6th inning, in Harrison, what was he going to do here? Was he going to finish it? Leadoff man on again for the Nationals, 5th out of 6th inning. House singled, but then Abrams, ground ball, fielder's choice. That was a big out. Then a line out for the 2nd out, and then Harrison a chance to get through 6th. And he finishes it, a ground ball to the right side through 6 innings, just 1 run, 6 at-bats for the Nationals with nobody on base. Think about that. Just 6. That's a crazy number to that point. But Harrison struck out 5. He had 6 innings, a 1-run ball. 2-out base hit by Turang in the 7th inning. Both disengagements used, cat and mouse, before the first pitch to Contreras, then on the first pitch to Contreras, a classic old school pitch out. You just don't see those anymore in baseball. Then a wild pitch moved Turang over to second base. 3-0 count to Contreras. We're just going to put him on, said the Nationals. It brought up Sanchez. Broken bat comebacker, bottom 7, 3-1. Who's coming in? Grant Anderson. I felt a little leery about this. I like Grant Anderson, and he's been manning up this year. Thank goodness he has, because look at the troubles with Serpa, occasionally with McGill early, and Uribe, and without Koenig. So I appreciate what he's done, but the high leverage stuff with Grant Anderson, you good with that?
No, I think that I like what they did bringing in DL Hall.
Love it.
At that moment, and I think that in the future, DL Hall would start those innings too. That comes up later on as well, especially if they're going to, I don't know when Koenig's timeline is or if he's the same or not, but a lot of those moments that Grant Anderson is getting were traditional the last 2 years Jared Koenig moments.
They are.
Yeah.
And in this case, he gave up a leadoff double, then got 2 big outs, fly ball shallow and a ground ball. Then Murph, what a move by Pat Murphy here. This was beautiful. I didn't feel good. Tommy, you didn't feel good. High leverage with Grant Anderson in there. Not that he's been bad, and he's been good. The numbers bear that out. But DL Hall then in to face James Wood and got him to ground out to end the inning. That was a beautiful move by Murphy. You got to give him credit.
Big move. Yep.
Scoreboard. 8th inning for the Brewers. Rengifo reaches on an infield single. My man, Hamilton to pinch run for him. Lockridge then with a base hit. Frelick then with a base hit to load him up. And it set the table. Bases loaded for the mighty Joe.
And a high chopper. They're going to go to first base and get it out. That'll get it done for Joey Ortiz. A huge insurance run.
The crowd.
An RBI ground out for Joey O.
The crowd yelling, Joey. I mean, after that, they were giving him a Jovation right there. That was beautiful.
Right. Wow. Joe for the moon that's how he was feeling right there. I think that's the biggest at-bat with the bases loaded of Joey Ortiz.
Just drove it into the ground.
He joved it. Yeah.
Joved it right into the ground. That's a big run right there. It was 4-1. That was big insurance for the Brewers, big time. Terang would come up with the bases loaded, working at full, but strike out. The Brewers got a big run. How about McGill? He got the hole, the scoreless 1-2-3 8th inning. Abner Uribe to close it out. And this a scary leadoff base hit. So 7 of the 9 innings, the Nationals with the leadoff man on. That is rare. You only get 1 run. But then Hamilton with a big error. Wow.
God, we got to talk about that on the other side.
Ouch.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a break here. You guys can jump in here. Nicolay Law talking text line 414-677-1250. A 4-1 Brewers victory. Abner Uribe did work out of that 2-on, nobody out jam in that 9th inning, and the Brewers got the 4-1 win. Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show live here in the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios. Talking Brewers, Tim and Tommy tonight. We'll take your calls and get your reaction, and Pipe Bomb coming up tonight as well. I think this was a playoff-type field game, a Brewers victory, payback on schedule. I love that. Come on. Do you think we will see your typical Sunday lineup?
Oh, God.
I'm just saying, hell, we're one game away from reinforcements.
Over, under at 0.5 Greg Joneses in the lineups tomorrow.
Hey, unfortunately, that's a valid question. Do you play Perkins and Jones on the way out?
Yeah, their last day.
I mean, I recall some Brewer players, scoring the winning run and then getting sent down the next day. I do recall that. I think Gabe Gross was one of them.
Oh, yeah, that was Gabe Gross. That was his whole career. I mean, like, what do you mean? How many years did Gabe Gross get full-time playing time? Ever? Like, did he go to Philly or is that Kapler? Am I mixing up both of those? Gabe Gross was also Ray, if I want to remember correctly.
Yeah, and where he went after, I'm not sure, but Jenkins, didn't he? Yeah, he went to Philly.
Okay, Gabe Gross had 143 games played in 2008 because the Brewers traded him after 16 games, and then he played 127 with the Rays.
Yeah, now do you want to buy his batting glove? I have one of his batting gloves in the basement.
Oh,
so
do you?
It's up for sale.
Is it signed?
I maybe. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I'm
well,
not sure.
I'll just take your word for it that it's Gabe Gross. I believe you because if you were going to make anyone up,
I don't. Gabe Gross. I want to say he was a quarterback at Auburn.
He went to college at Auburn, so that makes sense.
I think he played football at Auburn. Yeah, I think. All right. So, I mean, that is a valid question. Reinforcements allegedly are a game away from Jackson Churio and Andrew Vaughn. How long have we been waiting for this? Seems like a full season. It's been a month plus. But now, what kind of lineup tomorrow do we see? Chad Patrick on the hill for the Brewers. But what kind of lineup? You can chime in on that. Chime in on the game today. Kyle Harrison. Also, the question would be, is he for real?
Mm-hmm.
Is he the real deal?
Yeah.
Is that a gold? Is that a gold mine of a pitcher found by Matt Arnold?
Let me get a couple of texts in before we head over to the phone line. 414-677-1250, the Nick Law Talk and text line from Ken in River West. The Red Sox giving up on Kyle Harrison for Caleb Durbin tells you everything you need to know about their player evaluation issues over there. Scotty Tiffany saying, love the track the Brewers are on, but can we talk about our challenges being gone in the top of the second? Will Papa Murphy rein these in? We talked about that. And on top of it, Jeff from Woodville chimed in on that. Not sure if I agree or not, but the players with the lowest batting average should be discouraged from using challenges early in the game.
Great
the
point.
941, Murphy needs to make them players with bad challenges run laps. Take your ego out of it. I think the umpires have been better, except the Nationals got a couple turned in their favor. That from Nate from Sarasota as well.
The Sanchez challenge in the first, Tommy, I don't even think it was a swing pitch. Was it? I don't even think it was, a walk or a strikeout. I don't even think it was a two strike challenge, was it?
Well, I don't even remember off the top. Maybe I'll go back in the game log here, look. But you know me, Tim. I'm really not a fan of it, just in general. And now that the Brewers suck at it, it looks even like worse on top of it.
Yeah,
but
it's not doing any favors.
No, I never was a proponent of there needs to be ABS in baseball from the jump. I didn't like it. I thought I would like it. Then I saw it in action in person, hated it from that moment on. I'm indifferent and I understand why it is in the game, but I don't have to be a fan of the ABS challenge system. And now that the Brewers suck at it, I really don't like it on top of it. So
I do like that premise of, hey, you have to earn the ability to challenge.
Yeah, hell yeah. What Greg Jones using a challenge should have been from the jump. Absolutely not. You can't be hitting under 100 and using the ABS challenges the team has.
We've seen Tyler Black go to challenge and then rethink it and say, nope, I'm not going to do it. The hand goes up and then he catches himself. That's been twice already in the short time he's been up. So,
yeah, I didn't listen to the post game, but I wonder if it gets brought up with Pat Murphy to see if because it is a problem to be no more challenges after the third inning. That's a problem.
Nicolay Law talking text line. You can text us in any of the above topics, if you will, at 414-677-1250. A Brewers 4-1 win. Tim and Tommy talking Brewers baseball here. Let's go to Bodie. Bodie, you're going to be our leadoff hitter tonight, a 4-1 victory. And how you feeling after that one?
What is up, guys?
What is up?
How have we been recently?
Well, it's more important how you are, Bodie. We don't count.
I've been doing good. I've been doing better since an impressive win by the Brewers today. But one thing you guys have mentioned before is the ABS challenges. They can either hurt you or work in your favor, and it's been a struggle this year early on, but that's why there's so many games in a season for us to work on what we struggle with, so that come like the later month of the season.
July, well, I think it's a good point that I think as fans we're starting to get used to it. We're not used to it yet. We're not 32 games into a season, and the players themselves, the league themselves, they're trying to figure this thing out. When's I think the biggest thing they're trying to figure out is when not to do it. I mean, that's the thing. You have got to save one, especially in some of these tight ball games. And with the Brewers offense scuffling a little bit at times, you need that. You need that final challenge in you late in the game. But I mean, we're all trying to get used to it.
Right, and that's why it's just an experiment right now. We're all just getting used to it, and it's just there's a lot of time to work on it.
All right, Bodie, real quick, I want you to get your mouth right on that phone in there. You're breaking up a little bit, okay? What do you have going on a Saturday night?
We're not doing anything. We're just going through. Me and my dad are just at the house and
just hanging out.
Baseball players, naming random Brewers players, talking to some
random
Brewers
Brewer night.
But yeah, I love it. Bodie, give me the most random Brewer you got off the top of your head, Bodie.
You guys remember Eric Kratz?
Oh yeah, Eric Kratz. Yeah,
Kratz.
Yeah.
Love him.
Foul territory now. Sparky has him on from time to time on Wisconsin Sports Daily.
Great guy. Yeah, great guy. All right, Bodie. Well, you enjoy your Saturday night. Enjoy this win, okay?
Thank you.
All right. See you later. Eric Kratz. Yeah.
What was he there with Lucroy, Grandal?
Right in that range.
Right, somewhere in between there.
Yeah.
Like Grandal was just the 1 year in 19.
Just super good on the air.
Oh yeah,
super loved.
Well, I mean, foul
Eric
territory
Kratz.
is massive now. I mean, Brewers territory is just launched with Kurt Hogue and Fireisen and Knable, right?
Yep,
and they've got a whole bunch. I think they have like 20 teams signed to that network now too.
Yeah.
So they've done a fantastic job. Kratz is awesome. Yeah, for sure.
All right, let's go to Kenny. Kenny, what do you got tonight? Nicolay Law talking text line 414-677-1250.
Let's get this damn thing started the right way.
Oh, it's Saturday.
Oh,
that was good.
That was a good
it's
one.
Saturday night.
That was a Saturday beer. Saturday beers always get 10s, Kenny. Yeah, I got you.
Well, that's a 15 rack completed right there. The BC is doing quite well. I was sitting on the patio, grilled some steaks for me and Pops today, and doing the game and having a good time. And you know, this is a fabulous actually win for this team because it's another series win. You're on the road. Yep. Here's a team that really jammed it up your backside at home, and now you brought it back to them so far, and you said, you know what, we're not playing your game anymore. The pitching from Harrison today was outstanding. The offense, when they needed offense, how they manufacture runs. This is what's exciting about this team. I said this before, you got a group of guys on this team right now. Everybody is under Murph. They're working as hard as they can to keep this team relevant while their guys are down. And that's really the key. When you see what's happened with the pitching staff, what's happened with our offense, and now you got guys that are playing in the manner that they're playing, it's good to see. I love the moves that Murph makes. He's just steady.
That DL Hall move in the seventh inning, that was a scary time. I'm like, Grant Anderson, no, and then a leadoff double. And I'm thinking immediately, guys, Kenny, Tommy, here's what I'm thinking at that time. Because, again, I was looking – this had a playoff feel for me. So this was all situational. I was looking at, okay, how quickly can Grant get through his three hitters there and get him out of that leverage? Because that – and, again, I don't want to belabor the point that, I don't like Grant Anderson. I do, and he's been dynamite. But that high leverage playoff type game situation, I don't know, man. I think he's more that fifth, sixth inning guy, not more of the Koenig seventh, eighth inning guy.
Well, the beauty of it is we're early on in the season, so Murph has the luxury of being able to do things in this manner. So you get to see what you got, and Grant Anderson, with the way he changed his pitching style and how he's going about his game, is a credit to him. So giving him that opportunity, you got nothing to lose.
So how real is Harrison? How real is this kid?
I think this kid is beyond real. He's going to get better and better. You can see how poised he is on the mound. There's like nothing that rattles a kid, and that tells you that he's ready for prime time and to stay in this lineup for quite some time. So
he took a big step for me today. And he's been good throughout the season, but today it was another advanced step because of what you just said, that poise. And he worked around base runners, and he didn't let it snowball on him.
Exactly. Look at when he got down a little bit there where he got a couple of runners on. What did he do? He settled right in and just started throwing strikes. He was working the corners. He did what he was supposed to do. And Gary Sanchez did a nice job with him today. Credit to Sanchez. I know that everybody always wants to see Contreras in there, and he's definitely our horse. But the fact of the matter is that having Sanchez there to work with some of these guys, that's a key too. The overall way that the team is managed by Murph, it's really a credit to Murph.
So final thing, Kenny, final thing. Okay, speaking of Murphy, what lineup is in that outfield tomorrow? It's the final day, reportedly, before Jackson Churio and Andrew Vaughn get back. So who is in that outfield tomorrow? I believe they're facing a right-hander.
Well, I do believe you're still going to see Mitchell, you're going to see Frelick, and you're going to see Lockridge out there.
Okay, good.
Yeah. But
good.
I want to go to one more thing here. I just want to talk about this ABS thing. That this is very early on for the ABS thing. Everybody's kind of working through it. There's many good things about it. I like how rapid it is. It's super rapid, so it doesn't slow the game
Tommy.
down.
I don't agree.
It's super quick.
I don't agree. I think that it causes breaks in the action.
Tommy thinks it's slow.
I think it's a pickoff move. Pickoff moves aren't slow. They just caused breaks in the action.
Well, okay, there's all kinds of breaks in the action. Like when Morgana used to run across the field, those were big breaks in the action. But the fact of the matter is that it really doesn't slow the game down at all by any means. And I like the fact that it's only two challenges. If you get one right, you save your challenge. So it's not like you're delaying the teams. All these teams are going to get better with it. The managers are going to get better with it. The players are going to get better with it. When the Brewers solidify their lineup, right? When their guys are back and they're all playing well, and you've got your mainstays in there. These guys are smart dudes. They see what they see, and they know.
I don't think there's fixing Sanchez, though, challenges. I don't think you're going to fix that. He's going to challenge. It's almost like he does it out of spite. It really does.
Well, it might be just because he's not getting the ample amount of playing time that he thinks he's going to get. But the fact of the matter is he wasn't put on this team to be the everyday catcher. So
no doubt,
Murph will reel him
so
in.
we know what you're doing tonight on a Saturday night. That's already done, right? So you're just going to troop through
it. It's just getting started. What are you talking about?
all right.
We just got the night going here, and then hey, I can't wait to hear Pipe. I hope he's doing well.
It's coming up in minutes.
The show's fabulous, boys. Keep up the great work, and we'll talk soon.
All right, take it easy. Yeah, Pipe Bomb going to be piping in just a couple of minutes. But yeah, the ABS, you can't. This is why I think Sanchez is just going to do it. Tommy's just going to do it. If that wasn't a swing pitch, there's nothing else that's going to help Sanchez. I
have a proposition. William Contreras is the only man who should be using that last challenge if it's not an out pitch or a 4 ball, right? Like 3-1 counts or 1-2 counts.
Strikeout.
I don't want Contreras to not have any behind the plate in the 3rd inning.
So across the board.
I'm just saying, I want Contreras using the last challenge every time.
We have mastered the art of the pitchers not challenging, though.
Right. I mean, because Murph will pull you if you do that.
Much was detected early. Yes. Don't get emotional.
I think Levering said it either today or yesterday. Like only 40-some times a pitcher has used it in all of baseball.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So we're getting the philosophy, at least in regards to the pitchers challenge.
But Contreras is the guy I trust the most. I don't care what Gary's done at the plate. I want Contreras to be the only guy who's able to use it.
Yeah, it shows you how emotional this game can be. That's another case in point. All right, we'll continue to take your calls and your text messages. Nicolay Law Talking text line 414-677-1250. Tommy Wortz, Tim Allen. It is a Brewers 4-1 win. They go after the sweep tomorrow. Still a long way to go here. Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show live here in the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios. All right, we'll get back to you guys talking about a 4-1 victory. Pipe bomb piping in just a few minutes. So we'll look forward to that after the Brewers' victory. Kentucky Derby today. Let's hear the call.
Purdue is getting going on the far outside with Commandment. They're both putting in their runs as they arrive into the final furlong. O'Sally is also gaining ground on the far outside as they come to the last 16th of a mile. Denon Bourbon in front. O'Sally a huge long shot. Renegade and Golden Tempo are closing too. Here's Golden Tempo. Golden Tempo and Shireen Demo make history in the Kentucky Derby over Renegade in a final time of 2:02.27
Well, Renegade, I think, was the favorite, right?
Renegade was the favorite.
Yeah.
Golden Tempo was 23-1. Pretty good odds
nice.
on that. And as you just heard, Sherry got DeVoe, I think her name was, the first ever female trainer to win the Kentucky Derby.
And what happened to my Commandment? It sounded like he was there toward the end and then got squickled out.
Yeah, with your luck, he tripped. I don't know. I didn't see that.
Squickled out or bumped out or.
Was not Commandment, but congrats to Golden Tempo. Are the horses athletes, Tim?
Oh, no. They're an animal.
They're an animal. So are humans.
I guess. Sort of.
See, now we're back. We're back on this conversation. We'll ask Pipe.
Yeah, Pipe Bomb will have the answer. The Polish Pipe Bomb going to join us after the break here. Brewers win 4-1. This had a playoff feel for me. Maybe not for you guys, but I'm celebrating, and they have a chance for payback. It's the payback series, and we're talking about it. Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show live here in the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios.
baseball fans, the game is over. Welcome to the Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show. Bet above the rest. Only at the Potawatomi Sportsbook, Milwaukee. After the last pitch, you've made the switch for 21 seasons. We'll hear from the manager, the players, and the highlights from the game. It's time to talk about the game and the team with Tim Allen and Tommy Wortz on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network.
And welcome back. An hour to go. Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show here on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios. Tommy Wortz, Tim Allen. And you know what, Tommy? We got to hear, before we get to Pipe Bomb, we got to hear a Joey Ortiz highlight. That's not many times that we get to do this.
Wow, yeah, there's, okay. We're also reaching on highlight, but...
we have to do this for Joey.
All right, here you go, Joe.
And a high chopper. They're going to go to first base and get it out. That'll get it done for Joey Ortiz. A huge insurance run. An RBI ground out for Joey O.
You know what? You would have been a better highlight for Joey Ortiz today. The David Hamilton dropped ball at third base.
That's a Joey Ortiz
highlight. Joey Ortiz highlight right there.
Let's bring in the Polish Pipe Bomb, Jeff Orlowski, on the guest hotline powered by Kruger Law. One call, that's all. Pipe Bomb. All right, so Joey Ortiz. Let's parcel this out for you before we get into the game or whatever you want to talk about here. Let's parcel this out. What's he hitting now? Let's just get it to the day, to the minute.
Yeah, to the minute. He is hitting 186.
186. Okay. Another 0 for today. Did drive in a huge run right there. Just slammed a ball right into the ground.
Yeah, huge.
And then got the RBI. But let's parcel this out. If indeed Churio and Vaughn come back on Monday, it seems likely that it'll be Perkins and Greg Jones out. Tyler Black stays. Now, let's say that roster just stays that way on the position player group side. When Yelly comes back, who is that odd man out? Because let's keep in mind, Tyler Black can play some infield if need be.
You know, it's hard not to say that it would be Joey Zero. And I'm tired of calling him O. He shouldn't share my last initial. So it's Joey Zero from here on out.
Well, hey, you got to give him a Jovation, a standing Jovation today. He knocked in a run.
He gets Joe Zero. Nothing. He gets nothing from me. He's terrible. He sucks.
Yeah, I said you heard it there. I saw your face in there. The best highlight of Joey Ortiz today would be David Hamilton dropping the baseball, right?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And, you know, it's funny, you know, you play the Nationals, you get to see Joey Wiener and all that, all those great highlights we had of watching Joey Wiener in a Brewers uniform. I'm kind of worried about that guy because, you know, the Nationals don't play in a dome, and every team that they've played this season doesn't play in a dome. So he works outside for a living. How are you that pale? Like, he makes Casper the Ghost look tan. You know, there's something wrong with that guy.
I can't believe that we are. When did he play for the Brewers? 23 sound right? Yeah. I can't believe 3 years later I would be begging for Joey Wiemer to be back on this team instead of Greg Jones or instead like anyone.
Well, but look at him. Pipe Bomb, I remember you and I on the show talking about why is he so active in the batter's box. Now, if you want to do a little experiment, look at an AB in a Brewers uniform back then. Look at an AB in a Nationals uniform. We knew, Pipe Bomb, we knew years ago that you got to stop that movement in the box. Knock it off.
Yeah, he looks like he's having a seizure when he's in the box, and it's crazy. You can't have a consistent swing, a consistent at approach. You can't do anything right when you're moving that much. I know he got off to a hot start and had some power early. We all know if you're twitching like that in the box, man, he's coming back down to earth fast.
Yeah, and 58 ABs to start this year, which last year in 25 in Miami, he got 55 at-bats for reference. He hit 230. Yeah, he hit 236 last year. He's up to 310 this year, three homers in that time, too. He's got an OPS almost 950 right now. I mean, good for Joey Weems, right? I mean, I'm not preying on his downfall. I just can't believe that he figured it out when we saw him in Milwaukee.
Yeah, so Kyle Harrison, now twofold question, Pipe Bomb. Did you like the Siegler Monasterio Durbin deal? And number two, on top of that, is Harrison for real?
Yes, I liked the deal from day one. I thought that I'm no, I can't read the future, but I thought that there was no way that Durbin was going to be as good this year as he was for us last year. So I was kind of happy to see him go. The only Siegler, really, come on. He had great hair, but that's it. He can't play ball. Mona was the only one that I would have sat there and, even potentially, wanted to keep out of those three. But, Harrison looks for real. But like you said, man, with all the hits today and the walk and stuff like that, he had runners all over the place. So it's not like he's mowing fools down. It wasn't like, Mizorowski before he left with that cramping issue. So, is he lights out? We'll see. But he shows like it could be really, really good with what we get.
It's a good Nationals offense too, Pipe. I mean, they're like top 5 in MLB in like every major offensive category. So just giving up hits like to this Nationals offense feels like, well, if runs aren't coming across, right? That's got to be worth something. And I wonder now that if you bring that up, would that have enticed Boston even more to throw Ortiz in that deal instead of Monasterio? And would Brewers fans have rather them just thrown Ortiz in that deal? I mean, maybe not at the beginning of the year, right? But now a month in, would you have been so much more hurt if it was Ortiz that left with Caleb Durbin and then the Brewers are giving up their whole left side of the infield for that? I don't even think it would have made that much of a difference to me as someone. Monasterio right now, I think, is hitting 220 for Boston with 1 homer. He hasn't done anything that crazy, but I mean, those numbers are still better than Joey O's at this point. Or Joey Zero. Sorry, Jeff. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, man. I don't care what the hell they do to get Joey Zero out of here. Throw him on a hot air balloon that never comes down. Do something. But, he's just got to go.
And I know we've talked about this now, a good year and a half here. At some point, they're going to have to try to correct him by sending him to the minors. Don't you think? I mean, I love the defense. Don't get me wrong. And I do. But when the team isn't hitting, he sticks out even more when the team's not hitting. So you add in another guy that's not hitting. You expect the other guys to kind of bounce back. If Frelick's having a slow start, you sort of expect him to course correct a little bit down the line. I think that's fair to say that you got a better shot at course correcting there. But what else can you do to Ortiz? Or do you just relegate him to, hey, dude, you're not a starter. You're a late, and you can't even pinch hit him. You're a late inning defensive replacement or a pinch runner late. That means you can't go to him until after the 7th inning because you're afraid he's going to get an at-bat in a close game.
Well, and he can't be a pinch runner. We've seen him get thrown out trying to steal recently as well. So, and the last time I checked, the Nashville Sounds, there's no Harry Potter wizards down there. So, yes, they do wonderful things, but I don't think they're going to be able to sprinkle some magic fairy dust and actually turn him into a professional ball player.
But I want to try it, though.
He still has 2 minor league options, too, Pipe.
Right.
I mean, it's not like
try it.
It's not like they lose Joey Ortiz and it's like, oh, we give up on him if we send him down. I can't believe he's been here this long and has not been optioned down to AAA Nashville, because I know there were Joey Ortiz stands coming into this year. He was not good last season. The year before, yeah, you saw something of him at third base. You did. But all last year, there was no highlights on the offensive side last year. It was always the glove. The glove is major league ready. I get it, Joey. But every time he came up with the bases loaded or not, it just felt like you were disappointed when Joey Ortiz came to the plate, and they have the ability to send him down. I'm going to look at his contract right now. They still have team control on him, don't they? I don't think that there's anything to be worried about. He's got 3 more years of arbitration still after this.
That's right. You have to try this. I'm not saying give up on the dude. That's not what I'm saying. And I don't even care about the Corbin Burns deal anymore. I care. I isolate it to DL Hall and Joey Ortiz, what they can do for the Brewers, and Joey Ortiz is an amazing defensive shortstop. There's no question about that, but the hitting has to be at least a little bit better. It has to be, or you just can't go with it. You can't do it. You can go with a defensive gem. If he's going to hit 230 for you, 240 for you, you're light years away from that with Joey Ortiz. This is just me. I'm going to guess, and I don't know if you guys agree. I'm going to guess they're almost forced to at least try sending him down to see if maybe it relaxes him a little bit offensively. Hell, guys, it just may work.
I'd relax his ass all the way in low A and see if he could work his way back up there, because I guarantee you, even if you throw him down in Biloxi, he's going to have a hard time working his way back up to the bigs.
Well, and I think that the barometer doesn't even need to be like he has to hit 230, whatever. You can't be, he's 60 points, almost 70 points lower than David Hamilton on the batting average side of things. And that's only because Hamilton knows how to bunt the baseball better than anyone else we know too. It's time to at least consider it if they haven't been doing that. I only think that the thing they're worried about is Williams or Pratt, whoever would be the guy to come up, all signs pointing to it being Pratt. They don't want to have to send him down again afterwards as well.
See, that's the thing, though, Tommy. That's the thing. When Yelich is activated, you have a decision to make with Tyler Black, assuming that Perkins and Jones are out.
I can't believe that if Tyler Black's hitting over 300, that would be phenomenal still during that time. He's hitting over 400 right now. If he's hitting over 3, you cannot even consider sending him down at that point.
Okay, fair enough. Then it's him for Ortiz. But what that does, though, when Yelich comes back, what that does, though, is it does sort of elbow out the guys you just mentioned, Cooper Pratt and Jet Williams, because then you have to have another roster spot. And where is that roster spot going to come from? It's got to be Hamilton. And I don't think they're going to do that. So there's some tricky decisions to be made here down the line.
Yeah, but Joey Zero isn't one of them, man. He's got to go. I am happy to say that I was, at least now it looks like I was completely wrong on Tyler Black. I got so tired of him coming up here and just being dog crap. And now he's actually hitting. He's got the perfect body for a baseball player. He looks the part, and now he's actually starting to perform like it. So I'm so happy I was wrong on him. If he's anywhere near 300, you can't do anything with him. He's going to be probably the only one on the team that high.
Right.
Murph's pregame today, or was it today or yesterday? He sort of didn't give Tyler Black the amount of love that I thought I would hear. He made mention that, well, some of his hits have been those soft flare varieties. Whoa, wait a second. What? No, any way at all. If that's what helps him get more confidence, you got to take that. But I'm with you, Pipe Bomb. He looks a little bit different. He looked different in spring. He looked good in the WBC. If that's the choice is going to be Ortiz or Black. That's just it. Now, it does leave you limited a little bit at that shortstop position. Because then the emergency plan would be who? Because Black ain't playing shortstop.
Oh, no, it'd be Bryce emergency.
It'd have to be Bryce Terang.
It has
you want to mess with that?
I do. Putting Bryce Terang at shortstop, why would you be turned off by that?
I don't want to do anything. He's a second baseman. He's playing 153 games this year. I wouldn't mess. I wouldn't even look at him. I mean, I'd just let him go. Let him go do his thing. But that's the quandary you'd be in an emergency. Yeah, I guess Terang, but not in any sort of well, we need to give Hamilton a rest, so now he's going to move over there, and then Tyler Black's going to play second base. It gets a little tricky here, guys. It does. It's a fun trickiness, and the tougher the decisions, the better it is for the organization.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, Pipe, about the bullpen now, too. McGill has been locked in a little bit at this point. It's 6 consecutive outings without allowing a run, right? And Uribe taking over that closer role, and DL Hall coming in a leverage spot today. I think the last time you were on, the bullpen had been yikes the entire time, and now it seems like they've locked in.
Yeah, it's nice for them to get back to normal and back to what we have grown accustomed to these last handful of years. McGill is going to be okay, man. That guy is just a freaking dog, and you know that he's not going to pitch as bad as he was. So I don't, honestly, if I was looking into my crystal balls, I would say that within a month, McGill will be back as the closer, and Uribe will get bumped down to the 8th.
Okay.
All right.
But they're still without a leverage dude. That was going to be Serpa. That was going to be Koenig.
Well, it wasn't Serpa though all year. Like it was supposed to be, maybe, but he never showed anything this season to this point as he earned that leverage spot. They just thrusted him in there. He was worse than Grant Anderson in leverage roles this year.
Oh, big time. Big time.
Look out for that. Look out for the little leprechaun, Fitzpatrick. He's going to work his way up there real quick. If you start jamming Pantera as your walkout song, man, there's nothing but good things coming that kid's way.
You know what? I made a joke to Tim about it today. I wasn't totally serious, but James Wood coming up, and it was DL Hall. I kind of wouldn't have hated Fitzpatrick just to see if we have anything with him in that moment there, lefty. It was semi-joke, semi-serious, but other than Grant Anderson, I would have taken Fitzpatrick over Grant Anderson. See if it just today, maybe if he blows it, never again. Okay. Right. Let's see what you have, right? If Fitzpatrick, he hasn't given up a run all season in the minors or in the bigs.
Not Ryan Fitzpatrick. We're going to find out, but they need one of those guys to pop up out of nowhere as a leverage guy. They've got 2 now. We're not used to that. I consider McGill. I'm with you, Pipe Bomb. I think McGill will be okay. Get it together. And I love the future for Abner Uribe. Either way you flip them, I'm okay. You want to have either one close, I'm fine with it. But that 6th, 7th inning Studley dude, that Koenig, that Brian Hudson, remember a couple of years ago, where he was just outstanding.
Yeah, not good enough to make playoff rosters, though. Never forget.
But damn near an all-star in the first half. Yeah. I mean, he was lights out.
Yeah, and Jesse Winker deserved that spot. We all know. We all remember that. Yeah.
That was Tim's guy.
They need one of those higher leverage guys because I don't think you can take Ashby out of his role right now. He's just too valuable at what he's doing. He's that sort of anywhere between a couple of outs to 1 2/3 to 2 1/3 if he keeps his pitch count down. I don't know if it's Patrick. I don't feel comfortable being a high leverage stud dude with Ulysses S. Grant Anderson. So someone's got to come out of nowhere. Maybe it is Brian, not Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Well, look at all the presidents we've got with Harrison and there's a Alexander Hamilton on this team. There's a bunch of
Where's
presidents
Dave
on
George W. Bush when you need him, man?
Well, that was Matt Bush.
Yeah. Dave or Matt. Yeah, that's dad and son. Yeah, Dave was just W. Yeah, back then.
One of those guys is going to step up and solidify this spot as the next leverage dude. Because I agree, you don't want to mess with Ashby. Where he's at, what he's got going on, his role right now. He is excelling in it, and he is, has been absolutely fantastic. It's funny though. Like we're just over a month into this season, man, and I know you guys talked about it with the starting injuries and stuff, but up until like the last day or two after the Woody thing, you don't hear about Gasser anymore. Like he's like kind of like the forgotten man. And before
Henderson's with the team now, Logan Henderson is actually with the team now. Mm-hmm. And I think he's not activated, but he's with the team. I think that's right to take Woody's spot.
Oh, yeah.
Would imagine.
Yeah, Easton McGee shouldn't see the field after yesterday, Tim. I'm sorry. He's your boy. I get it. But Easton McGee, no.
What's wrong with Easton McGee?
Tim, it's Easton McGee. All right, like he's
Reserve?
scared. He is scared to go on the mound every time. Every time Easton McGee is shaking in his boots when he steps on the rubber, and I know that. I know that. I can feel that when he is on the mound.
I'd have more faith in Bodie or Chase going out there as a reliever than Easton McGee.
One thing, Pipe Bomb, I know we give love to our military, but this weekend, guys, is worth mentioning. We're honoring firefighters this weekend here in the state, Fallen Firefighters Memorial Weekend. So we want to make sure, and we have a lot of firefighters that are in our post-gamer fan base, and we appreciate your jobs. It's pretty funny how, we get to talk on the radio about the Brewers, and we're safe and sound. Nothing's going to happen to us. These dudes, they run into a place that could kill them. I mean, you think about that. So hats off to the firefighters in the state of Wisconsin and in our country for that matter. But yeah, Firefighter Appreciation Memorial Weekend. So that's today.
No, well said, man. Those are absolutely heroes as well. You did bring up the military, Timmy. So a quick shout out, Harley the hero. His old roommate Jeff just passed away. Marine sniper, served in Vietnam. Harley said he was an absolutely amazing guy. I never had the chance to meet him, but he just recently passed. No local services. I was, going to go and pay my respects to him, but, he's going back down to Texas. But, it's sad. We lost another good one. Huge post gamer listener, as a bunch of the men and women down there at the VARs. So we thank you and appreciate everything that they do too.
Absolutely. So the Brewers do get the 4-1 victory today. Payback series, does that mean a lot to a lot of people? Does it mean as much to Brewer fans as it does to me? I'm just all wrapped up in this. I am so every pitch right now.
I want Tim to start this rivalry with the Nationals. Yeah, that's where we're gonna lead this charge of like you should hate the Nats. That's the NL East.
I want to beat them back because of that sweep a couple of weeks ago. It kind of put them behind the eight
Didn't the
ball
Brewers
here.
sweep them last year? 6-0?
I think so.
Right? Yeah. Like, okay, Tim. Like, let's. It's the
no,
Nationals.
But see, that's the thing. So apparently a lot of other Brewer fans aren't into it as much. Pipe on, what about you? Is this payback series for you?
No, I just want to win. I want to crush everybody. Am I sitting there? Are the undies tight because it's the Nats? No.
Mine are.
I could care. Well, that's because you eat too much. Speaking of, hey, a quick PSA here. When you're going through the grocery store, and I was shopping like a week ago, right? And so I go through the meat aisle because I'm fat and I need meat. And so I'm looking at brats, and Johnsonville came out with Dr. Pepper brats. Okay. Oh. And, Dr. Pepper, delicious. Johnsonville brats, delicious. Combine them. What could go wrong? Everything. I bought them. Oh, yeah. Do not try them. They were so gross. Save yourself the $6.50 and just pick up, something else. Because, man.
Usingers. I go with Usingers, the cheddar brats.
Yeah, I mean, duh, Tim. Like, cheddar is not Dr. Pepper either.
Well,
like,
no, I know that, but.
I figured I'd try something new.
I didn't even know that existed.
Oh, God, it was vile.
I would rather have a pickled brat or something like that. Like that's
so. Pipe Bomb, Saturday night. What do you got going?
Nothing. I had a kids jazz band concert last night. Didn't get home till like a quarter to 10.
Far better than Iron Maiden. Yes.
And then I was at a high school this morning at 7 a.m. for a swim meet. And then tomorrow afternoon night, I've got another band concert at UWM for another kid. So
nice.
Have they announced the bands for Metal Fest yet?
Oh, yeah, man. That's been out forever. Great lineup. Machine Head, Suicidal Tendencies, Acid Bath, Obituary. Oh, man, it's just, banger after banger, Kill Switch Engage. It's going to be awesome.
What about Blood Splatter?
Blood Splatter. Oh, yeah, they're closing out the show.
Yeah, that's the Mozart of our time. That's what everyone says about him. Well, I got one last one.
Okay.
Kentucky Derby pipe bomb. Who's the athlete? The horse or the jockey?
Oh, it's by far the horse, man. But the horse on Bob's farm can't do what those guys can, and they're better athletes than the NBA because they don't flop. So all the NBA fans and soccer people, man, them Kentucky Derby better athletes than they are.
I don't know if the horse is the athlete. I'm sorry. I can't get behind it either, Tim.
I don't know. I didn't grow up that way. I mean, I grew up football, basketball, baseball,
but
hockey,
if you call, what about
soccer?
Like Carlos Lee, El Caballo? He was an athlete, right?
He was an actual athlete,
yeah.
though. Right.
Yeah. But if you call that guy a horse,
you can't sit there and pick out any horse on the street and have them do, a 100th of what them Kentucky Derby horses could do.
You know what? That's the best argument I have heard for the horse being an athlete. Of not every horse can do that.
That's true.
I never thought of that, actually. You know what? Horses are athletes.
Don't get shamed like Screaming A. Smith's terrible take how NASCAR drivers aren't athletes, because that's trash too. Those guys are absolutely athletes.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there. And all right, so did you have any skin in the game with the race today?
No, man. I forgot it was on until I heard about it this morning. Flipping the channels, I saw that. I think the race started around kind of the same, or while the Brewers were on, right?
Yeah,
5:50. It's right after. I think 6 o'clock is right around when. What do they call the whistle blew or something? I don't know.
Yeah, so I couldn't watch because I was tuning you guys in. I couldn't.
The lure was in motion. Oh, that's a dog track. Yeah. No,
okay,
it's not that. But
Tim the Greyhound Allen. Yeah,
should have been to the Potawatomi Sportsbook, and you should have laid some money on Golden.
Tempo?
Golden Tempo, and Renegade, the favorite, came in second.
So that Blood Splatter's original name was going to be Golden Tempo, but they chose Blood Splatter instead.
Way too happy of a name. They were way too happy.
Are you talking about Blood Splatter?
Yeah, really. All right. Well, Pipe Bomb, hey, thank you, man. Great catching up, and you'll join us again within the next week or so.
Fantastic, gentlemen. Thank you.
All right. There he is, the Polish Pipe Bomb. Pipe it in with Pipe Bomb.
Yeah, I like it.
After a Brewers 4-1 win, we need to hear from Brewers manager Pat Murphy. Kyle Harrison conversation, I would assume. Also, Tommy will give the latest on Mizorowski and that hamstring cramp. That's all coming up here as we move along on the Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show live here in the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios. Tim Allen, Tommy Wortz. Brewers win today, 4-1.
The game is over, and it's time to hear from the skipper on the Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show with Tim Allen and Tommy Wortz on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network.
I think first time working with Gary, and he did a great job. You can see the confidence coming out of him, so that's a great thing for a guy with limited experience, and the way he's throwing the ball for us. So that was great. He was great. Give us 6 innings. I mean, and the job that Anderson and Hall did in that 7th inning was to set up everything. McGill and Uribe were great, but Anderson had to face 3 lefties and got the job done, and then Hall came in and got a big out and a big time.
With the nature of the starting rotation right now and the fact that you guys, brought Harrison in as a young guy, how encouraged are you by what he's shown you and what you think he might be able to do moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, he's the front office recognized that this is a kid they want to go after because some of the properties and, their assessment of what he could be. And he came in and he's, he had some hiccups obviously early, but he's spring training was not the best, but it was a learning curve. And, we took him through the car wash, and it's really worked out.
He showed a lot of trust in his defense. Obviously, that's something every starting pitcher wants. But what kind of maturity does that show that he was able to work around those?
Yeah. No, he was great. I mean, he's starting to use his off-speed stuff more effectively and start to believe in it more. He's just overall getting more and more situated and knowing who he has to be. He knows this is not easy. He knows there's going to be ups and downs in this deal, but he's really, really intent, really focused, and it's been fun watching this maturation right in front of us.
Murphyl's William that got that first inning rally going there with that single that left him 9 for his last 10 at the plate. It's hard to put into words what he's done the last several games, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, he's been good. He's really been good. He's really capable. We're looking for consistency. We're looking for consistency in approach. I mean, this guy's got a chance to be, a top 10 player in the league if he stays consistent, in every way.
And then from there, that was just kind of one of your prototypical Brewer rallies, wasn't it? To take advantage of the air and, move guys around, and it turned out to be enough today.
Yeah. Joey Ortiz came up big, making contact there. And great at bats by Lockridge and Frelick and Rengifo. Opposite field ground ball. I mean, we had 3 opposite field balls on the ground. That works. Yeah. It's not something that's ideal. You cheer a lot and hit the ball in the gap, but while we have this power outage, we'll light candles. You know what I mean?
With a pitcher like Foster Griffin, who has 7 different pitches, having seen him about 2 weeks ago and then seeing him now, did you see anything different?
It was good. Did I see anything different? Not really. I mean, how he sequenced guys is a little different. He's faced guys before, but he wanted to get it on your hands, work both sides of the plate, change speeds. He's really an effective pitcher. He'll be really good for them all year. I'm glad we're done with those guys after tomorrow.
Or for you in the spot where you could share the starter tomorrow, or you want to wait on that?
Yeah, we'll announce it tomorrow at some point. Yeah.
Who gave the crew some breathing room? What play was it? It's time for the insurance run of the game, brought to you by G2 Insurance, your friend in insurance, on the Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show with Tim Allen and Tommy Wortz on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network.
Who do you think is going to start tomorrow? Henderson? I would imagine, right?
This is just why only on Chad Patrick? Why?
I told you why. They don't believe in this guy. They don't.
They just want him to be the bullpen guy so bad. They want him to be the righty Aaron Ashby so bad.
He's ousted. Sproat's going to take a job over him. Certainly Quinn Priester when he comes back. Wouldn't surprise me if Henderson takes the job over him, which might happen tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe
Could
that
be a piggyback. I don't know.
We'll see when it happens.
Because Murphy has this infatuation with he can't throw the big league breaking ball.
Yeah.
I don't care if Chad Patrick kicks the ball over the plate. If he's getting outs and having success like the bulldog I know he is, leave him be. I remember making the same argument about Dave Bush, too, so I better cool my jets.
All right. Well, I can't believe that we're going to play this 3 times on this show here, but G2 Insurance, your friend in insurance run of the game. Have a day, Joey Zero.
And a high chopper. They're going to go to first base and get it out. That'll get it done for Joey Ortiz. A huge insurance run. An RBI ground out for Joey O.
I mean, if the highlight says insurance run,
you have to.
We have to play it.
And if it's Joey O getting credit by his manager for contact, for just putting the ball in play, he drilled it about 4 feet in front of him.
Yeah. Well, congrats to Joey Ortiz for the insurance run of the game.
I cheered.
In sports, you want a teammate who's been there before. In Wisconsin, that teammate is G2 Insurance Services. They aren't just an agency. They are your friend in insurance. Whether you're a business owner needing a specialized BOP or a homeowner protecting your family, G2 builds relationships on honesty and value, from auto and home to complex commercial coverage. Tom and the team at G2 have been the neighborhood pros since 2004. Don't get caught without a game plan. Call G2 Insurance Services today at 262-784-0644 or visit g2ins.com.
Okay, we're going to rewind, hit the way, way back time warp machine.
Oh,
after the break here. We're going way back.
We're going back to the Pong days. It's a joke just between
going back to the Atari Pong days.
I like it.
Yes,
right.
Instead of the Mario days. Yes, we'll do that next. Potawatomi Sportsbook post-game show live here in the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios. A couple of minutes here after this Brewers 4-1 victory. They're going after the sweep, the payback sweep tomorrow. Please put in a lineup or some semblance of, please. All right, let's go back to way back. I said way back. I mean, back to the American Association Milwaukee Brewers from 1901.
1901. The Brewers that year, for those of you who don't know, did not win a whole lot of baseball games. Okay. They were 48, 89, and 2. All right.
They had a couple of ties.
Back then. And so to find a game in which they won is rare. And 1901, May 2nd, the Milwaukee Brewers beat Cleveland. I don't even know if they had a name. They just were called Cleveland back then. You remember those classics of Irv Waldron, who was hitting 317
he was
at
number
this
8,
point.
by the way.
I mean, dude, Tim, I'm gonna look real quick.
No,
I don't think they had
I'm going to bed.
No,
If he's number 8, I'm going to bed.
No, like Ryan Braun just wanted to honor Irv Waldron back in all those
Come
days.
on, Waldron.
No, I don't think they had numbers back then, Tim. Looking at this is he only played that year. That's his only year of professional baseball. And
he was a truck driver.
He hit 311 and he never played another year after that. Led Major League Baseball in plate appearances and at-bats, by the way. Irv Waldron was a huge part of that 1901 Milwaukee Brewers team. Billy Gilbert, Bill Hallman, John Anderson. He does good stuff on SportsCenter back in the day. Yeah,
and a nice country music singer.
Wid Conroy. You remember Wid, right?
Oh, yeah.
He was he's got 1,200 career big league hits. Don't sleep on Wid. Hugh Duffy was a good center fielder back in the day. Jimmy Burke. That feels like a guy that you would
just a little scat back. Yeah, that'd be Hamilton.
Yeah, he plays third base.
Come on, Jimmy. Little base hit now, Jimmy. Come on, kid.
Billy Maloney. That's a made up name. He went 2 for 3, and Bert Husting was the pitcher in this one.
We called him Phony Maloney back then.
Yeah, Bert Husting, his final line, 9 innings of work, 12 hits, 7 runs. He finished the game, though, because there weren't relievers back in 1901.
No, you just pitched the whole game.
On the other side for Cleveland, you remember Ollie Pickering.
That leadoff man.
Yeah, he was the leadoff hitter.
Yep.
Yeah. Jack McCarthy, Frank Gennings, George LaChance. I don't know, Tim, why are there no good last names like that anymore? It's not like back then.
Take a LaChance.
Yeah, take a LaChance on him. It's George. Bill Bradley, Irv Beck, Danny Shea, Bob Wood, and Bill Hart. I'm sure Bill Hart has to go back to Corey's days back in then at that point. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it'd be fun to go back to 1901 because how often on that day, also, don't forget, that was the famous game where Boston and Philadelphia put up a combined 35 runs when the Boston Americans at the time beat the Philadelphia Athletics 23-12. We got to look at that box score.
Euchre would talk about those old American Association Brewers. He's kind of that, historian with that regard.
Sure.
Casey Stengel, I still have a 1944 Milwaukee Brewers autographed baseball. Had 2 of them, sold one. I think it was for a Vegas trip a long time ago. But I sold what Casey Stengel managed the Milwaukee Brewers in the mid 40s, early to mid 40s, which I don't know what that ball is worth now, but that was the only name I could recognize on the ball.
Okay.
But Euchre, I miss that. I miss those types of stories. Old Borchard Field and those types of stories.
I mean, it would be awesome. How everyone always is like, if you could go back to any point in history and do something, right? Like, imagine going to watch the Brewers in 1901. Like, that's probably just an insane experience where people are wearing suits to the game, right? And the fancy hats and cigars are going.
that Billy Maloney probably played in his tennis shoes and jeans, for all we know.
Right. I mean, there's just dirty slides everywhere, spitballs, right? I mean, all of that going in. I would love, you know how awesome it would be if Trevor McGill just like threw a cigarette out before he went on the mound? Like,
yes, or just pitched against those dudes. They would just wouldn't want to get in the box.
You could put Alex Claudio against those guys, and they would be like, "This guy is Cy Young. Who is Cy Young?
Who is this guy? This is a monster."
You imagine the Alex Claudio Award every year if he was pitching back in 1901.
Oh my goodness! All right, well that's going to do it for us. Tommy, you've got the leadoff show getting ready for the final payback game.
Yeah, 11:30 tomorrow, right here on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network. I'll get you guys everything you need to know before Game 3. Then, of course, after the last pitch, you make the switch. 3:30, we'll be live here on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network. Tim Allen's Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show. I'm just along for the ride. You know that.
And a little tease on the way out here. We are slowly putting together the arrangements for the next postgamers party. So stay tuned. It's in pencil now. We'll get it in pen, and then we'll release some information on that. So you guys have a great night. We will see you tomorrow mid-afternoon, I suppose, at 3:30. And as always, remember, enjoy the victory tonight. As always, remember, smile, Wisconsin. Bob Uecker is smiling back.